What is up, guys? Whoever you are and wherever you are, welcome back to another video. Today we got Assetto Corsa Competizione. It's on the news everywhere because it's a game that was expected by everyone in the sim community. Now, it was a big launch because it was finally coming after 2 years from the original release to consoles like Xbox One and PS4, and a lot of people, including me, were anticipating this a lot, and even went as far as pre-ordering the game. But a couple things happened on the way that were a little bit of a letdown. First off, before the game itself even released, the game was announced to be running at max settings at 30 frames per second, no matter what your console, no matter if it was the PS4 Pro, no matter if it was the Xbox One X, it was locked at 30 FPS. Now, for me, this isn't really a big deal, you know. I really don't care about frames all that much, but a lot of people do, and I understand that. So they decided to sacrifice a little bit frames on favor on the physics model, which is the exact same physics model as on PC version, which is amazing in my opinion. Now, the second thing, now, no 4K, no VR. This is another big deal for a lot of people. Again, to me, it isn't really all that much big of a deal because I don't have a 4K TV and I don't have a VR set. Doesn't really matter all that much. But for a lot of people who do have this equipment, it's a big deal, and I understand how they feel. A little bit disappointed, 30 FPS, no 4K, no VR, okay, whatever. I mean, someone was out there pointing out this thing. They are struggling because it's a 2020 game into a 2013 console, and I understand that 100%. Okay, don't give me frames, don't give me VR, don't give me 4K. I can take it, you know. At least the game will be a game, right? And be playable. Well, this is where the second tragedy strikes. The game released today, June 23rd, and it wasn't really a pleasant surprise. As excited as I was to play this game, just it couldn't go worse. The thing is, you will be able to play for like 10 minutes normally, and then everything goes downhill, to say the least. So at first, when you start a race or practice session or whatever, you start noticing the very first issues. There is no force feedback, it's just not working. Imagine a game on this genre with no FFP, it's just nuts to think. So, when you go out from pits, that's the first thing you notice. No FFB at all, like, the steering wheel feels dead, you know? No response, you don't even know if it's working properly or not. At first I thought it was my wheel, I had broken it in some way or something. No, that isn't the problem. I looked it up on the internet, and a lot of people are having this issue no matter what your model of wheel is. So, check this out. NHL Cider on Twitter says, I literally have zero feedback in my wheel. And now this person is replying. Judge DA says, just about got it to work, and now I'm stuck with the same problem as you. Literally no force feedback. Same person, Judge DA says, I want a refund. Well plugged in, steering doesn't give me steering options other than left stick and right stick, which is something I saw myself from the game. But since I'm new, I wasn't entirely sure what it meant. Tried everything at this point, and I'm pissed. Same person who started thread, NHL Cider, said, I got my wheel working, first close ACC, then turn off your wheel, start the game with the controller, when in game, turn off your controller and turn your wheel on again. Now it should work, even though the force feedback and the settings are horrendous. Which is something I experienced myself. G920 owner here can confirm this works. Thanks, says user Glut. Now, Twitter user Lucky2886 says, thanks Assetto Corsa, your game sucks. There's a video of him turning the wheel and the game absolutely not responding. Now there's another person here who managed to solve it. It says, load the game and then drive out of the pit lane, then connect the wheel and select wheel in the control settings. Force feedback non-existent though. on my Thrustmaster DS. Tried changing settings on the Thrustmaster app on Windows, but no luck. Now we have another person saying, performance on Xbox One X is not good, frames are 20 to 25, this is bad, please fix. Which is indeed bad. If they promise 30 FPS, they should at least deliver the 30 FPS they say. Now, another person reporting problems from PS4 says, I just checked on Assetto Corsa Competizione, PS4 is not available in the UK on PS4 store. Imagine pre-ordering the game and paying for it, and then the game it's supposed to come out, it isn't even on the store. How frustrating. Another person says, unplayable in standard PS4, Logitech 29 has a huge input lag. Did you test the game? I want my money back. Exactly my thoughts. I kind of want my refund. It seems to me like they didn't even test the game, because these are issues that you encounter right away, right as you just start the game. Not something that you find after hours of playing, or some bug that only happens in very specific situations. No way. This is something that happens right as you start the game and do your first race. They didn't even test it properly. The game is just not ready for console use. This user says, what is wrong with the force feedback? I have a Thrustmaster and the force feedback feels numb, like driving on air. No matter how much I change the settings. Exact same thing I experience, exact same thing, except my wheel is a G920. No matter how much you tweak it, the problems are just there. This guy right here says, pass, not making the same mistake twice. These guys have a lousy support for consoles, stay away. I have no idea, Kuno Simulazione had a similar issue before in the past with console games, but apparently, and if I remember correctly, I even read someone on Twitter complain that this isn't the first time they have problems at the launch of the game. Not only on consoles, but on PC. Apparently, ACC was pretty unfinished, to say the least, when it first released for PC, which is like supposedly the optimal environment for the game, and it still had pretty severe issues with wheels, with compatibility and stuff like that. It's just unacceptable, you know, but I get it, stuff happens. We should be getting a patch within a couple days at max, but until now a lot of people are pissed, they wasted time. It's just not fair, you know. A lot of people even here on Twitter are saying that they asked for the day out. They wanted the day off to play ACC because they were pumped for the game. Imagine reserving your entire day to play the game at launch just to have these issues, to find out that the game isn't even playable. That's just beyond frustrating in my opinion. So I guess that's it. I have another issue to report, in fact. When I was the first time I pit, I think, and I wanted to go out of the pit lane again, my pedal just would give no response, which is weird because minutes before I was using them with no issues at all. Like at some point the steering becomes super weak, like this guy say, super numb, and the pedals just won't react, you know? Like you can change gears, you can use the buttons on your wheel, but the pedals itself just don't respond. Now another problem that happened a little earlier before this, the steering would become like super, like this guy says, numb, because you would turn the wheel, you know, and it would barely react. No matter how much you turn it, it would just barely do anything, which is again beyond frustrating. Now the only solution I found to these issues is unplug your wheel and then plug it back in, and then it will calibrate again automatically, and then it's done. But it's only going to last like 10 minutes. So then again, the only ultimate solution to these issues is to wait for Kunos to release a patch for these issues. Super disappointed that these issues are happening on launch day. A lot of people are disappointing, me included. This video was meant to be checking out ACC for the first time kind of thing, but I just straight up wasn't able to play and spent 2 whole hours trying to get it to run. Not a single thing happened. So if you have more issues like this, let us know in the comments. A lot of people are complaining on Twitter. Go there, because a lot of people are actually coming up with temporary solutions for this. And if you have something to share and your experience on ACC for consoles, just let us know in the comments. I think this is everything for now. Let me know your experience, and let me know if you would like to see more ACC on this channel, because I was super pumped to get my hands of this game. But this happened. I guess stuff happens, you know. And yeah, let me know if you would like to see ACC content in the future, or should I simply stick to the other games. That's it for today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on this. I will see you in the next time.